Hi, I'm James, and this is the introductory video for a new YouTube channel, Why Ukraine? I'm an American, and I live in Ukraine. So that's pretty much what everyone asks me, Ukrainians, Americans, Europeans, why Ukraine? So I'm going to try to answer that with this YouTube channel. It's not always going to be this format of me just talking. Hopefully you're going to hear from Ukrainians here and refugees, soldiers, volunteers. You're going to get to see some of the volunteer work I do in our first couple videos, and then hopefully we'll allow some of our viewers to come and ask questions about Ukraine. And hopefully, our goal here is to inform you about the culture and history here, because I think a lot of Americans, especially, have got to be asking themselves, like literally, why Ukraine? Why is this war happening right now? So we're going to spend some time in some of our episodes going into the real deep history of Ukraine, why it's important to Europe, why it's important to every American, and we're also going to try and counter the Russian propaganda narrative that Ukraine has no history as a nation or a country, and I think you'll see that's rather false. Anyway, I hope you enjoy our future episodes. Let's see, in the next ones we have planned. Well, we're going to be touring some volunteer centers where they're making bulletproof vests and that sort of equipment here for soldiers, and some other volunteer work. And then, as I said, you'll be interviewing, or we'll be interviewing some Ukrainians and that sort of thing. So this introduction video also serves as an invitation to some of my students, Ukrainian students, who I hope will come on to our YouTube channel and help answer some of the questions that people in America and Europe might have about Ukraine and the war and about what's going on here. It doesn't have to be about the war, just Ukrainians in general. And hopefully some of my students will start producing their own content that we can put on this channel. I had that plan actually before the war started and got a little bit distracted by something. I don't know what. But ultimately, we're going to use this platform as a venue to help Ukraine financially, economically, materially, and help Ukrainians win this war and recover from this terrible disaster that's occurred and continues to occur. So soon we'll have a link, I don't know with this video, but in our next ones, to various fundraising sources for this channel, our 501c3 nonprofit that we're setting up, and others as well that we're supporting actively. But we'll have Patreon and GoFundMe and Kickstarter, all those things. Because we really have a lot of plans here to kick off kind of NGO, charity, nonprofit, whatever word you want to use for that, based in the United States, to help Ukrainians, win this war and recover economically again. And there's a real problem here. We'll talk about this in the future, but there's a real problem with getting money from individuals in the States, in America, to individuals or to the places where it's needed in Ukraine. So we'll address those issues in future videos. Now, this is also really a call for volunteers. Whether you're a Ukrainian or you're an American or a European, we are really going to need to pull this off. We're going to need some volunteers to get some of these projects started. So especially if you have experience with Facebook or Instagram pages, managing those, that type of thing, video editing, obviously, if you couldn't tell, graphic design, and as I said before, if you've ever done something like a Kickstarter or a GoFundMe or Patreon, we'll need your help and advice, and we'd really appreciate that. So if you'd like to find a way to help Ukraine in this situation, and you don't want or can't spend money, but you can spend maybe a couple of hours a day or a couple of hours a week helping us just online from your bed, that would also really be awesome. Anyway, thank you very much. Goodbye from Why Ukraine, and Slava Ukraina.